Welcome back to Max 3 Picks, where we do what? Cash those tickets, baby. You guys know what time it is, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, what an NFL kickoff week for week one, man. Listen, for my 3 picks, we win 2 out of 3. We'll give a quick recap over my week one picks, and we'll get straight to my week 2 picks. But listen, you guys see that game last night, man? I think Josh Allen right now has won 12 or maybe 13 out of the last 14 games against the Buffalo Bills. That's a crazy stat, man. But I hope you guys cashed that one last night too, because I sure enough did. Shouts out to Tua, man. He took another big hit last night. Hopefully that's a quick recovery for him, and nothing too serious. But yeah, man, let's get straight to our week one recap, and then we'll get straight into the week 2 picks. Let's get it. Yes, sir. So again, like I said, we went 2 out of 3. We had took the Falcons under 42 with the Falcons and the Steelers game, just like I predicted. That slow rolling game. Both. I think I predicted Kirk Cousins. He was going to struggle a little coming off that Achilles injury. Wasn't a lot of throwing, passing down the field. I predicted it was going to be a big game for Brian Robinson. Also, Najee Harris had a big game as well. So it was a lot of field goal kicking. I mean, the Steelers really won that game by defense and field goal kicking. It was not a touchdown scored in that game by the Steelers, but we had took the under 42. We did cash that ticket. The final score was 18-10, so that's a total points of 28. So easy ticket we cashed. The next pick I had took was the Raiders +3 against the Chargers. We did lose that, and we did not cover the spread. Chargers won the game 22-10. It looked like things was kind of going our way early on in the game, but I don't know what's going on with that Raiders team, man. It was bad coaching decision. Instead of going for it on 4th and inches or 4th and 1, wherever it was, coach didn't trust his team, and he punted the ball off on the other side. He was on like the 40 of them driving in the fourth quarter. Like, you got to take chances to win these games, man. But anyway, I thought the Raiders was going to at least cover the game, but that right there blew it. Chargers pulled away. Again, final score 22-10. We took the L there. And lastly, we had the Buccaneers money line against the Commanders. And again, the Buccaneers came out. I didn't think they was going to dominate this much, but they definitely did. Baker and the Buccaneers put on a show. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin did their thing as always. Final score 37-20. Really didn't have to sweat this game at all. Listen, the kid Jaden Daniels, he reminds me of Lamar. His first year or two, he looks at his one read. If it's not there, he's just going to take off and run for it. And that's just how it's going to be, Commanders fans, for the first few games until he gets comfortable in the NFL system. Then he'll, the passing will gradually come on. So listen, you guys got something special down there in DC. Just hold tight. He's going to come along and do some good things down there. But we cashed that ticket as well. Buccaneers money line. Again, we went 2 out of 3 for week one. That is a winning week. So let's get straight to these week 2 picks and keep cashing these tickets, baby. All right. So this first game is a game of 2 teams, and I like to call it the tails from the tape. So I like the Cowboys -6 at home against the New Orleans Saints. A couple reasons I like the Cowboys here. One, I don't believe the Saints are that good. The Saints just basically beat up on a bad Carolina Panthers team. So the Saints aren't that good. And now we have to determine, are the Cowboys this good against the Cleveland team they basically did the same thing to as far as blowing them out. So me personally, I don't trust Derek Carr. Yeah. I don't trust the Saints coach. And the Saints defense has lost a few steps or two. So Cowboys are playing at home. Cowboys are always front runners at home, number one. If nothing else, Cowboys are going to take care of business at home. Number two, Dak Prescott is the better quarterback out of Derek Carr. So if I got to trust a quarterback, I got to trust Dak Prescott. I know what I'm going to get from him. Derek Carr, I don't know what I'm going to get from this guy. He's too inconsistent for me. And then Cowboys just have I think when it comes to coaching and schematics, Cowboys have the better coach in Mike McCarthy. You know, he's going to scheme it up. He's going to keep his the Cowboys in good position. Cowboys have the better defense all around. And again, Cowboys at home. And at home in Jerry World, they usually take care of business. I like the number here at 6. You guys know I really don't usually do spreads. But this is how much I like this number at 6. Now, if it starts going up to 6.5, 7, I don't know. At 6 under a touchdown, give me the Dallas Cowboys to cover that spread. Next game I like is the Jets versus the Titans. Jets will be on their second road game of the season, traveling down to Tennessee. But I like the Jets in this spot here. Jets, listen, don't downgrade the Jets just yet. I did like a few things I seen from Aaron Rodgers. He has to get more comfortable. Again, he just came off an Achilles injury. He has to get more comfortable. But he did make a few passes that made him look like the old Aaron Rodgers we're used to seeing. So, based on that, and then also based on I know the Jets have the better defense, and they're going to be ticked off from the way they performed against the San Francisco 49ers last week. They can't wait to get down to Tennessee and beat up on a bad quarterback play from Will Levis. Listen, the Tennessee Titans, yeah, they had a little couple sparks fly last week in Chicago going up against the rookie quarterback. But listen, man, this is a Jets defense that's going to be ticked off. They lost that game last week. All that running yards they gave up last week against the 49ers last week, I'm telling you, their coach all week been preaching, stop the run, stop the run, stop the run. So Tony Pollard and whoever else is going to be running the ball back there, you're going to have a tough day. Will Levis, you're going to have a tough day. Currently, the spread is -4. The Jets, I'm taking it money line because I feel like it's still going to pay me out well if I just take the straight up win. So give me the Jets money line here. I expect Aaron Rodgers to have a decent game and the Jets defense to keep the Titans at bay. And finally, the last game I like is the Jaguars versus the Browns. I like the Jaguars money line here. Currently, the spread is favoring the Jags by 3. Just give me to me money line. Again, this comes down to me not trusting the quarterback play, and I can't trust Deshaun Watson. Based on from what I've seen, the few games he played last year before he got injured again, and what I just seen last week, this is not the Deshaun Watson from the Texans. That Deshaun Watson has disappeared, man. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I read the body language by watching the Browns game last week of his teammates, and even the teammates looks like they don't even believe in this guy based on their body language. You know, that's just me looking at the TV. I don't know, but I'm a good body language guy. I can read body language real well, and his teammates, like at one point, he was on. I think he got sacked or something, and he put his hand up to get help out from his teammates. Teammates just walked past him. Like, when you see stuff like that, man, you know that locker room probably ain't brewing too well with him. But again, Deshaun Watson on the road now. This offense of the Browns, I don't think they have an identity yet. On the Jaguars, Dougie P, I know what he wants to do with Trevor Lawrence and his offensive weapons. The Jaguars at home for the home opening game. Jags played good last week against Miami, man. The Jags lost that game again. I don't know what Dougie P was thinking, trying to do a swing route on 4th and 1 instead of this quarterback sneaking or this running the ball with an I formation with Travis Etienne. But sometimes you're too smart. You outsmart yourself. But the Jags had that game a lot, but they ended up losing, unfortunately. But I think that's going to be extra motivation for them to take care of business at home against the Browns team who's still trying to figure themselves out offensively. And it looks like they have lost a few steps defensively based on what I've seen last week. So, again, my max 3 for week 2 is Cowboys -6 against the Saints. Cash it. The Jets money line against the Titans. Cash it. And finally, the Jaguars money line against the Browns. Cash it. Listen, guys, that's my 3 picks for week 2. Hope you guys out there cashing those tickets. Don't forget what I tell you. You can play these tickets by single tickets. You can parlay it, or my favorite, you can round robin it, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. Listen, man, you guys keep cashing those tickets. Tell me what you like in the comments, what you dislike. Hey, just comment something. Let me know how you feel. It's all good. But you guys be safe out there. Your boy Mac, I'm out.